Ukraine's Interior Ministry says the separatists attacked the base with grenades and gasoline bombs. They said the troops disarmed most of the attackers and arrested several. Pro-Russian militia members claim the commander of the base refused to negotiate and was responsible for the violence. In Kiev, speaking to Parliament, acting Ukrainian President Alexander Chernov called the militia members terrorists and gave his version of what took place.
In Mariupol, terrorists attempted to storm the military base, aiming at seizing arsenal and military vehicles. After the third attempt to storm the building with the use of weapons, grenades, and bottles with explosive substances, the criminals were attacked by the National Guard. 3 militants have been killed, 13 wounded, 63 have been arrested.
In Geneva, U.S. Secretary of State Kerry and EU Foreign Policy Chief Ashton gathered with Ukrainian Foreign Minister Andrei Dezhitsia and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. A White House spokesman says Kerry will look for any signs Russia is serious about de-escalating the tensions in Ukraine. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin, speaking on a nationally televised call-in show in Moscow Thursday, blamed the Ukrainian government for the crisis, but said the Geneva talks are important.
I hope that after all we will succeed in understanding in what hole and in what kind of precipice the current government is moving and dragging the country into. And on this matter, I think the start of today's talks is very important, because I think it is very important now to think together about how to overcome the situation and offer real dialogue to the people, but not just for show.
Mr. Putin said a democratic process is the only way to bring order back to the country. He also called it nonsense to think there are Russian military units in Ukraine. He said all separatist actions are being carried out by local residents. But U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Samantha Power told the UN Security Council Wednesday there is substantial evidence of Russian involvement in the unrest in eastern Ukraine. She called it a well-orchestrated professional campaign of incitement and sabotage. Jeff Custer, VOA News.